to Gang. Today I'm going to be doing part 1 of What If Kizaru Was a Pirate. So without further ado, let's start off this video. This will probably be coming before the Gasha Gasha no Mi What If, because, well, how do I say this? I had to break it up into 2 parts, and then I'm going to have to edit and compose those videos, which I think y'all really don't like that. But I'm going to have to do it, sorry, man. So, as a matter of fact, let's blast off into this, what it, pun intended. That sounded gay. Okay, so let's start off this video. So Kizaru's crew is going to be a decently strong crew. As we're actually going to look at it, they call Kizaru the Admiral, and they call Dalmatian the Vice Admiral in the crew. But Dalmatian is actually an ex-Vice Admiral who betrayed the Marines to become a pirate with a certain person. Now we're also going to have his 2 First Division commanders, who are hefty strong, being weaker than the average First Division commander. But Kizaru got a ton of ships. Kizaru has a fleet of 40 ships. As his name has struck fear throughout the New World, and he is known as one of the strongest pirates. As a matter of fact, being right below all of the Yonko. We see Kizaru as he's standing upon his ship. He looks into the ocean as he turns on his observation hockey. He then senses someone coming at him with a good amount of ships. He then senses someone nearby as he looks, but his eyes can't reach that far. He then enhances them with light, but then thunder starts to rain. Kizaru and his crew barely pass through the thunder, with the ship barely being affected, as a matter of fact. As above, on the other side of the thunder is the one and only Whitebeard. No, I'm not gonna do this to Kizaru. The one and only Porcasti Shanks. As he looks at Shanks and he just says, one of the Emperors, eh? Let's go check it out, guys. As Dalmatian says, well, sir, I don't think that'd be the smartest decision. As Kizaru's mind just poofs out, and it's kind of like an anime meme scene. As they're just like, it's happening again. Kizaru just flies off straight over to Momonga. Did I just say Momonga? Am I an idiot? I think I'm an idiot, guys, because I just said Momonga. But Kizaru flies straight off to... Oh, and shout out for Sensei Inc. Because I actually screenshot this from his video, so go check it out. It's Supernova or something like that. I forgot. As he then lands on Shank's ship and he says, hello. What are you guys doing here? And Ben Beckman, being hostile, then teleports right... He didn't teleport, but he moves at surprise speed right beside Kizaru as he points as what this world would call a Glock. I'm just kidding. He points his flintlock at Kizaru as he says, Kizaru, what are you doing here? Oh, is that a way to treat a visitor? As Ben Beckman just gets pissed off as he shoots Kizaru right in his head, only for it to go straight through Kizaru's head. As he says, how mean of you. As he shoots 2 more he actually shoots hockey bullets, and then he quickly reloads his gun. As he's about to shoot Kizaru, take a shot at Kizaru again, but then a whitish black blur then appears, as all we hear is Dalmatian fist. As Dalmatian then punches, then goes for a punch right over at Ben Beckman, with Ben Beckman barely able to dodge. And the only reason why Ben Beckman did dodge was because he put up his arm of armament hockey. As he's getting pushed more and more because Ben Beckman actually had more push off velocity, which equals up 2 more strength. As he didn't sense Ben Beckman flying into the ship. Ben Beckman barely gets up, as then, out of nowhere, Ben Beckman is then met with a kick to the face by Dalmatian. As Shanks then looks up and he says, this doesn't look pretty. As he then stands up, taking out Griffin, and then he... Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Like, I know a lot of you are One Piece fans. I just have to say this. This doesn't mean that you have to unsubscribe. What are you doing on this channel if you have not read the chapter? I'm surprised y'all still not annoyed with me, but... Sorry, guys. Yo, y'all, so we are back. Sorry for that slight interruption. As Shanks jumps off... Oh, crap. As Shanks jumps off at Kizaru. Kizaru just looks at Shanks as he smiles. He puts his finger up in front of Shanks, as then he just bursts into light. As Shanks is like, what? As he then turns on his observation hockey, only to see a light kick coming at him at full speed by Kizaru. Shanks blocks this. As he gets pushed back. You caught me off guard. Well, quite hefty, aren't you? As he then shoots laser beams at Shanks, and he then teleports himself, or flies himself really quickly, over at Shanks. Shanks, as he dodges all the light beams, is then met with a kick, as he barely blocks with his sword, being kicked all the way into the boat. He then gets up as he says, I'm done with this. As he then slashes at Kizaru using, Conqueror's Hockey Coding. As Kizaru is actually too slow to dodge this, and he gets hit right somewhere in the chest. He then gets pushed back, as his light dissipates. Kizaru, I'm not playing. As Shanks just jumps right behind him and slices Kizaru into pieces, as Kizaru slowly gets back up. He then looks at Shanks and says, pretty hefty. As we then skip over to the Dalmatian and, what's his name? I forgot his name. But we then see as Ben Beckman is actually winning in this fight. Dalmatian's panting with a little bit of blood coming out of his mouth. He's been shot in the chest twice by Dalmatian's bullet, making him cough out blood. As then we then see two cats with light symbols on their chest. As they then jump off, and they both try to punch Dalmatian, only to get shot in the head. They both try to punch Ben Beckman, only to get shot in the head by him. As Dalmatian then looks over, and he's enraged. He then armors up his fist. As he surges over to Ben Beckman, as him and Ben Beckman have their fight, as Ben Beckman has finally ran out of ammo. As now we see the Yasop versus the 3rd Division Commander, and the Lucky Roo versus the 2nd Division Commander, with Lucky Roo actually kind of losing. Yeah, I know it's pretty darn surprising, but Lucky Roo is actually losing this fight because, well, yeah, we all know Lucky Roo's pretty quick, but 2nd Division Commander, let's just say his name's Chauncey, is way faster. As this is like an old-time name, but, Soru, yeah. We're bringing back Soru in the series from the What If Sabo series. As he then looks at, he's a sniper in this one. As he's just shooting his bullets at Yasop, and they're having a great gunnersmanship battle. As we then cut back over to Kizaru. As Kizaru has summoned his light sword and he's fighting Shanks on equal grounding. They then fight for the next day, as Shanks is starting to pant, but he can definitely fight more. Kizaru is just standing there, as he's been using his light regeneration, or he's been using his light to kind of somewhat give him more stamina, but since he's used so much light energy, he's nearly out of power. As he's panting, he then sees Dalmatian as he's just got slapped in the face with a hockey-infused end of Ben Beckman's flintlock rifle. As he's now on the ground, Kizaru then looks over at Soru and sees him getting shot in both his arms and drops to the ground. As he then looks over at Chauncey, and Chauncey actually just kicked Lucky Roo in his chest, as Lucky Roo coughed out blood and fell to the ground, as Chauncey fell to the ground as well. As he looks at the rest of the crews, as a matter of fact, Kizaru's crew kind of winning. It's just the commanders kind of took the charge. As Ben Beckman then points another actual gun that he had right over at Kizaru, as he says, Kizaru, if you move, I'm gonna blow your head off. As Shanks then points his sword at Kizaru. So will I. You got lucky, red-haired. But next time, you won't be so lucky. As he just kicks the ground, creating a ginormous explosion, as he runs over to all of his crewmates and flies off at light speed, as the rest of the fodder who are knocked out, they die. Or they join the red-haired parts, I guess. And the ones who are still alive are on the ship, as Kizaru says, we need to stronger pirates. And we need some stronger fighters. As well, Kizaru goes out to find stronger fighters. Like, isn't that what I just said? As Kizaru, after Arlong gets defeated, he goes over to the Fishman Island and recruits Arlong, and he recruits Don Krieg, basically everyone in the Blue Sea, and he also recruits Crocodile, as the entire of the Rogue Works are working for him, and all those people I just mentioned, well, wait, let me explain one thing. So Crocodile finally gets some observation hockey in his life, which I think he already probably had that, but, what's his name? But, Arlong, let me tell you what Arlong gets. Arlong gets, Arlong is a master at Soru and Fishman Karate, so yeah, he's pretty strong. And he really wants to kill Straw Hat Luffy. Now, although Kizaru has been a pirate for the past, 30-something years, I think, that'd be. Oh, wait, Kizaru joined the system when he was 19, and now he's like 57. So, hey, let me see that one. Okay, I'm gonna calculate the age. Okay, yeah, even though Kizaru has been a pirate for the last 38 years, which is, actually, now that I think about it, Kizaru has been a pirate for as long as when the God Valley incident started. That's how long he's been a pirate. So yeah, he's been a pirate from the God Valley incident. He had a couple of run-ins with Roger, but at this time, he was probably, like, commander level and got easily slapped by Roger. He had a couple of run-ins with Whitebeard, and he actually had a run-in with Whitebeard. And since Whitebeard has gotten old, he actually had a chance of defeating Whitebeard. I know, it sounds quick. Most of the fight, Kizaru was kind of running away and then doing surprise attacks. But the deciding blow was when Whitebeard used as much arm and hockey as he could, because he was loosely using it because, well, of his old age. And he put some of the Charmer fruit in it, and Kizaru kicked Whitebeard in his face, and Whitebeard slammed his Quake hockey Kanabo into, well, Kizaru. Now, the next part we will be going over, oh wait, what am I doing? As we can see, Kizaru, as he meets up with Whitebeard on the Blue Sea, him and his crew, as Whitebeard, and says, no, he then asks Whitebeard, hey, what are you doing, old man? Kizaru, your assistance would be much needed. You know about Ace, right? Oh yeah, isn't that Roger's brat? Yeah, but he's got captured by the Marines. As Kizaru just laughs, ha ha ha, real funny. He's still at Impel Down, so we're going over there. We're probably gonna be transporting him to Marineford. So I would love it if you could go to Impel Down while we go to Marineford. Okay, well, bye. As Kizaru just flies off, leaving his crew to go to Marineford with, well, the rest of the pirates. As we can see Magellan standing in front of Kizaru. As Kizaru then blows up his foot, blitzing Magellan and kicking him in the face with the lightning fleece kick. As Magellan falls to the ground, Kizaru then starts to sprinkle his light, as he then shoots it up, as Magellan then growls as he says, this is not gonna go anywhere like our last fight. Oh, I think it will. As he then shoots a laser off at Magellan, with Magellan putting up a venom wall. As Magellan then has his Hydra behind him. As he then looks at Kizaru and he says, this time, I'm gonna bore you to hell. As this is where I'm going to be ending up this with. Don't forget to view, like, comment, and subscribe. And, go subscribe to King Abe. The viewers rating, like, how many views I was supposed to get for What If Deco the Gosh Gosh Know Me, was supposed to be 25. And I did not get that. So, yeah. The viewers rating I'm supposed to get for this video is going to actually be, 12. Yeah, guys. 12. That should be pretty easy to, pass. So, yeah. Especially since it's a One Piece wave. So, yeah, peace out. I hope Kizaru's more popular than Kuzan.